Good morning. This is a recording for Tuesday, November 4th. The Zen story for today is titled The Path That Swallowed Itself. The monk hadn't planned to follow it. He was stacking kindling near the edge of the clearing when the fox appeared again, just at the tree line where shadow met sun. It looked at him, head tilted, and held a gaze longer than usual. Not with the flickering mischief it often carried, but with something stranger, stillness. Then it turned and walked into the woods with the certainty of one who knows they will be followed. And he was. The monk waited a moment, then took a breath and stepped after it. Not because he expected anything. Not really. Maybe he was curious, yearning for an adventure. He wasn't quite sure himself. He felt that the fox wasn't only tricking him, it was leading him toward something he had once asked for and then forgotten. The fox was already gone by the time he reached the trees. But there, pressed into the soft dirt, was a trail of paw prints, small, perfect, leading forward. He followed. The forest thickened around him, not ominous, but watchful. Light dappled the undergrowth in uneasy patterns. The paw prints curled ahead of him in a loose spiral, never rushing, never doubling back. A strange silence settled, no bird song, just wind and breath, and the sound of his own feet trying not to make noise. At one point, he stepped on something soft. He looked down. A sock, worn thin at the heel, child-sized. He left it where it lay. Further in, he passed a squirrel perched on a branch, holding a pine cone in both paws, completely still. Its eyes followed him, unblinking, as though judging the worth of his journey. He bowed to it. The squirrel didn't respond. The trail bent again, circling what looked like the same tree he had passed minutes ago, though now it was covered in moss he didn't remember. Or maybe the moss had always been there and he had forgotten how to see it. He kept walking. Then, at the base of a flat stone, he saw it. An apple. Red. Bitten once. No teeth marks. Just the crescent of the bite. Clean and bright. He crouched beside it. Looked up. The clearing. His cabin. The path had returned him. The prince led no further. He stood in silence, unsure whether he had followed something real or merely moved in circles. Then a laugh, not loud, not close, rippled through the trees. It bounced between trunks, playful, teasing, impossible to place. He turned, but the forest was already quiet again. He looked down at the apple. Behind him, footsteps. He turned and saw a woman standing at the edge of the clearing, a woven basket in her arms, filled with herbs and leaves he didn't recognize. Her eyes widened when she saw him. "Oh," she said softly, "so you are real." He said nothing. "I've heard of you," she continued, "the one who lives at the edge of the loop. They say if you walk the wrong way in these woods, you find yourself back here. But I thought it was just a story." The monk glanced at the trail behind him, now disappearing in the rising breeze. "I thought it was a teaching," she added, adjusting her basket. "But maybe it's just the way the world is." She bowed and walked past him, quiet as a falling leaf. The monk remained still, then sat beside the apple. He picked it up, held it in his palm, then set it back down where he found it. He did not feel tricked. Not entirely. He wasn't sure what he felt. But his legs stayed ready. The path had swallowed itself yet. But something inside him had been stirred. And somewhere, not far, the fox was already watching again. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to relax your body, arriving into stillness. Maybe gently close your eyes and take a few nice, satisfying breaths in and out. Feel the breath entering your nose, cool and light, and then feel the warmth as you exhale, releasing tension, allowing you to soften a bit. There is no need to change anything. Just observe and notice the space around you, the quiet spaces between sounds. Be here in this moment, just as it is. And when thoughts come, let them pass, like clouds, like ripples, like water. And now take a moment to reflect. How do you feel when your intuition leads you to the exact spot where you started? How do you feel when your intuition leads you to the exact spot where you started? Now bring your hands to your heart and send the energy of loving kindness to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel cared for, protected, at ease. May I remember that I have enough, I do enough, and I am enough. May I touch deep, natural peace. As you gently let go of the practice, scan your body and notice what's going on for you right now, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you, really? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to continue with this reflection. How do you feel when your intuition leads you to the exact spot where you started? As always, enjoy your discoveries. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day. Tomorrow is Wednesday with Lorna's breathing practice, and I will see you on Thursday.